If you're trying to buy your first home, chances are you're probably having a tough time because of the low inventory and also those new home prices are pretty high. So here are what the latest news on that front, and also good news for first-time buyers is Fox 29 lawyer and advocate Shari. Shari, I got to start with the obvious. Why is it so hard for those first-time buyers to get into something?
Sure. Well, you know what, Holly? It boils down to inventory. So when it comes to existing homes, we had a lot of investors snapping up those existing homes. We had folks who might have moved up, but they haven't gotten an increase in their wages, so they can't. We have other folks who maybe got really low interest rates, and they don't want to lose those interest rates. So there just hasn't been that existing home inventory. When it comes to new homes, builders have not been building for first-time buyers because they've been concerned that those folks wouldn't be able to get approved for their loans. So they've been focusing on high end, where the profit margin also happens to be bigger. So at the end of the day, normally we would expect somewhere between maybe 40 and 45% of the market to be first-time buyers, but first-time buyers have actually only made up 30% or less for the last several years.
Okay, so when you're talking about those are existing homes, new homes, what do first-time home buyers need to know about that?
Well, here's the good news, is that several builders have recently announced that they're going to be focusing on building products for first-time buyers.
Okay.
So we're talking about homes in the $120,000 to $150,000 range, which is significantly lower than average existing home prices. They're going to be doing it that cost effectively by using land that they've acquired over the last few years in some of the hardest hit areas like Florida and Texas and Georgia, and building on the edge of suburbs, so a little bit off the beaten path. And they're going to be building a turnkey product, so there's not going to be any options or add-ons for folks. This is supposed to be in full swing by 2015, so we can expect to see more inventory and a better opportunity for first-time buyers.
Fingers crossed, that's next year, so
it's a blink away, right?
All right, so this sounds like something that's going to be beneficial for neighborhoods, also really just communities and the local economy, correct?
Yeah, well, it really symbolizes two trends. The first is an uptick in home construction, because construction has been significantly lower than what we're used to. In fact, we're still missing about 1.5 million construction jobs. There's going to be more, there are more buyers in this price range than high-end buyers, so it simply means they can build more homes. That means more jobs, more tax revenue, and so on. And it's going to give first-time buyers that chance to build equity and personal wealth. We know when they do that, it improves their confidence, their spending, and it helps the economy and GDP for all of us.
So for a first-time buyer, maybe be patient?
Well, here's the takeaway, is if you're looking for a home, check out the new home builders in your area, because if they're following this trend, it's a good opportunity for you.
It might be something to keep an eye on. All right, Shari, thanks so much for joining us. We'll go ahead and send it back over to the anchor desk.
Well, it could be a little long.